Just jumped in. See you later, boat. See you in 6 days. And the adventure begins. What did I get myself into? Loving it.
Hi, my name's Trevor Main. I'm from Bend, Oregon. Originally grew up in Wisconsin and moved to Bend about 8 years ago. I'm a big avid outdoorsman, love adventure, anything to do with mountains or ocean, I'm all for it. Have 2 boys at home, a beautiful wife, and just love to get outside in nature and enjoy what God has to provide. I plan on making a couple acquaintances, making an alliance at first, but a couple days in, I feel like everyone's going to start to turn on each other a little bit and push for the winning prize. So if it comes down to it, I'm in it for myself, but making some friends along the way is always fun as well.
Woo! Look at that. Yeah, absolutely. We just both found our coconuts.
So, okay,
we're eating good.
We don't have a machete. We have a baby axe.
We have a baby
and
axe.
tool.
Yep. We'll crack these suckers open.
And
what you can
men.
do is you take them and you pound them on like a stick or something that has like a sharp edge to it, and you just start peeling it back because this whole outside will come off.
Well, if I didn't watch the YouTube videos, I wouldn't know what this is. Because I
Cheers.
Coconuts. Cheers. Oh, they're soft.
Yeah, these will be good. These are good.
Okay, let's bury them.
I said yes because the opportunity at hand. It's not every day you get to go spend some time on a deserted island and just kind of get to push yourself to your own limits, see what you're really made of, and also just get to spend some time around the ocean. I found out about the survival games through some friends on Facebook, and after watching a few episodes, I was like, oh man, that'd be really fun to do. And then next thing you know, I saw that they were accepting new contestants and thought I'd give it a shot, and well, here I am. I just want to try to make it to the end as far as I can, with the limited supplies that we're going to have, and not knowing what's out there and what the weather has to bring. I just kind of going into the whole thing really open-minded. I would say my biggest weakness would be is the lack of food. I've never really pushed myself to fast, besides maybe if intermittent, where you go half a day without eating, but never had the opportunity to not eat. So that's kind of what has been my biggest worry of the whole thing, is how hungry I'm gonna get.
So found a conch, but this is an old one, not alive. So this is what we're looking for. Just newer. Here we go. All right, just got our spear rigged up. I was able to drill a hole to this plank that we had yesterday with our screwdriver and knife on our multi-tool, and got the sling attached to that. I got the end of it, the shovel of our E-tool, kind of bounded down to more of a point. Nice thing is this thing will float, so if I ever have to let go of it, I'm able to let go of it. And then now I just got to get a float and some line attached to it. So as soon as we spear a fish, the black tips are going to be on us. So we have to get the fish above water and away from us, so that way we're not having to fight the sharks off of us. So we'll touch base after we get a fish on. Just heading down to the water. We made a spear, found an old piece of plank, using our E-tool. Once we don't have our spears, we don't have anything to kill fish with, but already took a little dive in and saw tons of fish, so we're gonna give this a go. I can't remember what they said about those. No, the code shells are the ones that are poisonous. Yeah. So that one's all right. Hey, whatever, if there's anything worthwhile. I don't think so. I'm using this time to really connect with the work. Going through a lot of life changes right now, and I just needed that break from society and from business and employees and all the business I have going on and the decisions I have to make back home. So it was nice to know that I get away from all that. I don't have a choice to be on my phone. I can't answer emails. And also just to be able to prove to myself what I'm capable of, putting myself in situations of having to find our own food, build our own fire, and mentally and physically push myself. It was good. watch where you're going underwater. Keep your eye open for schools or areas that might be a good spot to go back and find fish later. Well, we just had our first challenge on the first day. We had to take our conch, clean those out, and then we got coconuts, had to husk those, break the coconut, drink the waters. And then next, the actual challenge was first 3 people to get a fire started, get water boiling in our coconut won. I came in second. Got myself a nice rain tart and bug fly. So I'll be living a little bit more luxury tonight, just in case the bugs come out. Just got my fly net hung up. We got our rain fly as a cover for both of us. What would my 10-year-old self say seeing me here? I think he'd be proud of me. I've always been an outdoorsman, love nature, love the ocean, love the mountains, and so being here in this opportunity, taking advantage of the opportunity I had, and just pushing myself physically and mentally, he'd be proud of me for really just putting myself out there.
We can eat here on the island. It's growing right in our camp on the ground. It's these little green leaves.
10 something, and it feels like crab.
Kind of, yeah, like a crab apple. A little bitter at the end, but pretty salty, a little salty.
If I was the producer of survival games, where would I host it? What would I change? That's a tough one. I would say maybe doing something in the wintertime in a frozen climate, just for the fact of it gives you a totally different advantage or disadvantage to the environment around you. Here we get to rely on fish and snails, conch, everything the ocean has to provide. If you were to go to somewhere frozen tundra, you're going to have to really ration your food a lot more and think about shelters and how to create those shelters to stay warm. Here, we can just be chilling in a hammock and stay safe. But the cold would come a whole different ballgame. No, I think a lot of times the nice guy in me kind of hurts me in the long run. I'm too kind to people around me, so I like to share and give away when people don't have. Sometimes I need to be more cunning and just reliant on myself and not worry about others. So I think that I wouldn't say I have a secret weapon per se.
A tree out here called the poisonwood, and it's kind of hard to see unless you exactly know what it is, because so much stuff looks alike. So that's why I'm wearing my full long sleeve pants and hood, because I just don't want to brush up on anything and get that, because it won't kill you, but it sure will ruin your day.
The prize for myself, I would just reinvest it back into another adventure. Probably make my way back here and spend some more time somewhere tropical like this. Otherwise, for charity-wise, I love to give back. I love to be able to help people that are less fortunate than myself. And so any way I can, it's not about the money for me, it's more about the opportunity and adventure. So I'm really going into it, not expecting to win anything. If I do, that's always a plus. And if I can get back, I'd love to get back.
If I could be any animal and why, I would probably say I'd be a shark. Reasons being, I love sharks. I think they are a very smart animal. They're not aggressive unless provoked or hungry. And I feel like I'm the same way. I only get real angry as if somebody really pushes my buttons or if I'm getting pretty hungry.
Hey boys, enjoy the ride. Dad sure is. We'll see what happens.